Hello, this is Xbox Ahoy, and this is the 6th episode of my Black Ops 2 attachment guide. In this episode, we're covering the Suppressor. A long-standing attachment in Call of Duty, the silencer was introduced in COD 4 and has made an appearance in every game since. A sound suppressor is a device that affixes to the muzzle of a firearm in an effort to contain and otherwise reduce the noise made while firing the weapon. Commonly referred to as a silencer in films and television, such a device won't make a gun completely silent, but it will greatly reduce the overall sound level. They work in a manner similar to an exhaust muffler on a car. A series of expansion chambers absorb energy from the expanding gases created upon firing. When used with subsonic ammunition, they can be very effective indeed. In some cases, the loudest thing you'll hear is the hammer striking the primer. The suppressor is available for the assault rifles, SMGs, LMGs, sniper rifles, shotguns, and the pistols. It is unavailable for the launchers and special weapons. The suppressor is compatible with most other attachments, with the exception of long barrel. Its effects are manifold and not universally beneficial. Its primary use is to prevent you from appearing on radar when you fire your weapon. Note that you'll still appear on radar when your enemy has a UAV, unless you have Ghost equipped too. In addition, the physical nature of your shots will be altered. The sound will be muffled and of reduced volume, and the bright muzzle flash you see when firing will be removed, which can make it easier to aim. Unfortunately, these benefits come at the cost of a few negative traits. First and foremost, your weapon's range damage will be reduced. Assault rifles, SMGs and LMGs will see a 30% reduction in range. Pistols and shotguns will see a lesser reduction of 10%. Sniper rifles will see altered damage multipliers. The SVU loses its one-hit headshot, the DSR will no longer kill to the lower torso, and the Ballista and XPR-50 will no longer kill with hits to the mid-torso. Beyond this, you'll also see an increase in recoil, although for most weapons this is only very slight, a 2% reduction of your weapon's center speed. The suppressed SVU is hit harder in the recoil department, with a 10% reduction in center speed, slightly harming the potential of your follow-up shots. In general, the suppressor is best used for those weapons with either a generous range or a less significant differential between the maximum and minimum damage. It is generally a bad choice for weapons with a slower rate of fire, as such a low output means it's generally important to kill with as few shots as possible. The assault rifles are generally a good fit, with a blend of good range, moderate damage even at extreme ranges, and they are usually automatic weapons, or at least have a large number of rounds available rapidly on tap. SMGs are similar, although their minimum damage is very low, so the damage drop can sometimes be very noticeable. Still, the combination of stealth and high mobility can be put to good use, so with the right playstyle, a suppressed SMG can be devastating. Surprisingly effective are the LMGs, although the high firepower seems at odds with the stealthier options available. In Black Ops 2, the combination is surprisingly workable. With a huge amount of lead at your disposal and a higher than average range and damage, a suppressed gunner can make mincemeat of a radar-reliant foe. Perhaps less suited are the sniper rifles. With a critical loss of damage, one-shot kills become some degree harder. This erodes the sniper rifle's key strength, as if you're looking for a silent two-shot kill weapon, the high-damage assault rifles may fit the bill more closely. Still, the SVU AS can be an effective stealth marksman rifle, as it is usually a two-shot kill anyway. The shotguns are another tier of weapon relying on a one-shot kill, although they can be surprisingly effective with the element of surprise, given their high mobility and reduced suppressor penalty. Again, these shotguns with a higher fire rate, the S12 and M1216, can be effective, and the superior range of the KSG means it too can be put to good use. Finally, the handguns also work well with the suppressor, for the most part, although it is seldom worth spending an extra point on a sidearms attachment unless you are building a class centered on your secondary. Nevertheless, the 5.7 and Cap 40 are probably the most suited to the attachment, with minimal range loss for significant stealth benefit. Overall, the suppressor is an essential part of any stealth build, and a potent choice when employed correctly. The ability to fire with impunity and remain off radar is a heady bonus. And this trait plays very well with flanking techniques, or whenever you can engage an enemy from an unexpected position. However, this attachment does carry a few significant downsides, with a loss of range damage and increased recoil combining to hurt your long-ranged effectiveness. Because of this, I'd avoid the suppressor on longer ranged builds, else you might find yourself at a disadvantage when facing opponents at an arm's reach. Nevertheless, if remaining undetected is a core strategy of yours, then the suppressor is no doubt an essential part of your loadout. When used correctly, your enemy won't know what hit them. This attachment will certainly prove silent but deadly. Thanks for watching. This has been Xbox Ahoy. Join me for the next attachment guide, when I'll be covering the recently added DLC reticles. Until then, farewell.